wanna know your name. I don't wanna be the same. I wanna do it my way. So shut the fuck up.
We're live.
I feel like I've gone insane. All this fucking shit is lame. I wanna get in the frame. Let's just be like, hey, living without a story. Ain't even fucking sorry. And I'll show you what it's like to be on a damn top. Dying without a glory. It's a whole new category. I don't think I can just stop. Hold up, give me some space. All of this feels so stupid. I feel like it's no fair. Everyone tells me to read. Standing around and stare. Shut the fuck up and do it. Better fucking come on. What's this feeling that's concealing in front of my eyes? It ain't healing, I'm just screaming. Time fucking flies. Don't be sleeping when I'm speaking about what's wise. Can't be keeping all them lies. Hey, bitch, I'm all inside you. I just wanna ride you. I wanna always guide you. I wanna make you stay, baby. I'm so glad I found you. I wanna live beside you. Ready to override you. No matter what you say, bitch, just be like, hey, living without a story. Ain't even fucking sorry. I'm gonna show you what it's like to be on a damn top. Dying without a glory. It's a whole new category. I don't think I can just stop. Hold up, give me some space. All of this feels so stupid. I feel like it's not fair. Everyone tells me to read. Standing around and stare. But you fuck up and do it. You don't even care. Better fucking do it. Come on, girl. I'ma get you something great. I'ma get you something great. Hold up, tell me your name. I'ma get you something great. I'ma get you something great. Listen, listen to me. Listen, hold up, bitch, hold up. Listen,
Sounds like he's singing bass.
all you ever need is
It's like Tyson.
stay humble. I be looking at you, girl. Roll the dice, don't stumble. I be checking on your kid, name your price. Let's rumble. I be looking at you, girl. Don't stop or you'll grumble. Listen to me, kid. Be nice, stay humble. I be looking at you, girl. Roll the dice, don't stumble. Just because I really like you. And my truth don't get wild. Making sure you feel okay. Don't pretend like it's too hard. Yeah. Please tell me why you're wearing stupid lipstick, babe. You look so fine without and it keeps your body in the shape. I'ma tell you one thing more important than makeup. It's about the heart and mind, so babe, please wake up. Yeah, all you ever wanted. Yeah, all you ever needed. Yeah, all you ever wanted. It's a little bit of me. Okay. Listen. Hold up, bitch, hold up. Listen. Okay. Listen. Hold up, bitch, hold up. All you ever need is be nice, stay humble. I be looking at you, girl. Roll the dice, don't stumble. I be checking on your kid, name your price. Let's rumble. I be looking at you, girl. Don't stop or you'll rumble. Listen to me, kid. Be nice, stay humble. I be looking at you, girl. Roll the dice, don't stumble. Just because I really like you. And my truth don't get wild. Making sure you feel okay. Don't pretend like it's too hard. Yeah, all you ever wanted. Yeah, all you ever needed. Yeah, all you ever wanted. It's a little bit of me. Okay. Yeah, all you ever wanted. Yeah, all you ever needed. Yeah, all you ever wanted. It's a little bit of me. That's right. Yeah. Listen. Hold up, bitch. Hold up. Listen. Okay. Listen. Hold up, bitch. Hold up. I just wanna reach the sky, baby. We can never leave each other fall apart. Yeah, babe. The moment I won't kiss your lips, baby. There's nothing you can say to make me feel. Catch me later. I would buy you fucking ring. We will paint the blue sky a bright as pink. Girl, tell me what is going on and what you think. Can't you take a dumb hint? Feels like I'm outsider, like a fucking fighter. I'm like a miracle rider that's been bitten by the spider. I was all inside her, she gon' live tighter. Maybe if I bite her, she will feel a little lighter. Wait a minute, babe, yeah. Love you, babe, yeah. Love you, babe. We were made for each other. Listen, babe, yeah. Love you, babe, yeah. Love you, babe. Oh, listen to me. Fuck, babe, yeah. Love you, babe, yeah. Love you, babe. We were made for each other. Listen, babe, yeah. Love you, babe, yeah. Love you, babe. Oh, listen to me. I've been thinking back. I just met this chick. She's been the one and only that can suck my fucking dick. I know it's not your thing, but I need to sing all about them facts that make me get out of my ring. I ain't no fucking liar, I'm just a pig of the fire. I ain't afraid of the fire, baby, you gotta make it higher. I ain't no fucking liar, I'm just a pig of the fire. I ain't afraid of the fire, baby, you gotta make it higher. Feels like I'm outsider, like a fucking fighter. I'm like a miracle rider that's been bitten by the spider. I was all inside her, she gon' leave on tighter. Maybe if I bite her, she will feel a little lighter. Wait a minute, babe, yeah. Love you, babe, yeah. Love you, babe. We were made for each other. Listen, babe, yeah. Love you, babe, yeah. Love you, babe. Oh, listen to me. Fuck, babe, yeah. Love you, babe, yeah. Love you, babe. We were made for each other. Listen, babe, yeah. Love you, babe, yeah. Love you, babe. Oh, listen to me. I've been thinking back. Oh yeah, yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Baby, you go home. I've been looking forward for that little moment. You could solve my riddle. Just go home. I'll show you how to mold. Cherish every moment. Hey, I just wanna do it my way. Listen to what I say. Don't be so fucking gay. Tell me you feel okay. I just really want to stay. Listen to what I say. Don't be so fucking gay. Tell me you feel okay. But I want to make you pay. Listen to what I say. Don't be so fucking gay. Tell me you feel okay. I just really want to stay. Listen to what I say. Don't be so fucking gay. What I meant to say was, baby, you go home. I've been looking forward for that little moment. Baby, you can solve my riddle. Just go home. I'll show you how to move. Cherish every moment. I just can't spend fucking moment without you. I've been looking forward for that little moment. Baby, you can solve my riddle. Just go home. I'll show you how to move. Feels like time is broken. I was joking, I just need some smoking. Wanna be thought-provoking, never considered broken. What a time to be alive. Ever since we've spoken, it felt like I've been choking. Feels like everything we've got is fucking gone. Hey, living it up. Hey, living it up, girl. Shake your ass with me. Hey, living it up. Hey, living it up, girl. Fucking gone. Hey, living it up, hey, living it up, girl, shake your ass for me. Hey, living it up, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Baby, you go home. I've been looking forward for that little moment. You can solve my riddle. Just go home. I'll show you how to mold. Cherish every moment. Hey, I just wanna do it my way. Listen to what I'm saying. Don't be so fucking gay. Tell me you What I meant to say was, baby, you go home. I've been looking for that little moment. Baby, you could solve my little, let's go home. I'll show you how to know. Cherish every moment. I just kiss my fucking moment.
So I might actually draw this seed twice, because I kind of want to also draw the other one. Nice seed practice. Kind of like a half and half fan throw where she still keeps her stripes. Kind of like how Darnell did it. Instead of full human. Maybe. Up to you.
Have we ever met? Yeah, I recognize your mindset.
Because I love the braids and the earring and the ears.
Yeah. Sorry for the self promo. I know it's a big no-no. Bitches try to get on top. They don't know better. I used to go all solo. Time to do a little combo. Girl, you make me flow like a river full of love. I'ma try it out. I'ma try it out. I'ma try it out. I'm always feeling low.
Wonder if she'd wear her hat in a bikini.
It's cause I like the way you smile and the way you cry. Make me feel so high. No matter what you're wearing, I'm always here and caring. Baby, you can count on me in time. Have you ever got the feeling that your soul is healing? Every time we lock our eyes together. Baby, I could take you all in one go. Play you like a bongo. Heard you want. I'ma try it out. I'ma try it out. I'ma try it out. Let me kiss you real soon. I'ma try it out. I'ma try it out. I'ma try it out. I just wanna remember that. I'ma try it out. I'ma try it out. I'ma try it out. Let me kiss you real soon. I'ma try it out. I'ma try it out. I hope you get the point. Yeah. It's cause I like the way you smile and the way you cry. Make me feel so high. No matter what you're wearing, I'm always here in Paris. Baby,
No guarantee this is going to come out any good, by the way.
Sure.
Yeah.
it's so hard for me to stay away. Yeah, that's what's up. I just want to hold you like you'll never be.
You gotta fail before we can succeed.
Yeah, that's what's up. I'm the one that
I
you
might
can
just do
trust
that here.
every morning. Yeah, I just want you for myself. You're my one and only will. Girl, I dig it. Yeah, I'll be screaming from my lungs, but
Yeah,
you
pretty much just copying this pose
all
and
you can do is to play your
editing it a little bit. Because trying to do this shit from memory is like fun.
I'm gonna make you girl, let's get it. I just wanna know your name. I don't wanna be the same. I wanna do it my way. So shut the fuck up. I feel like I've gone insane. All this fucking shit is lame. I wanna get in the frame. Bitches be like, hey, living without a story. Ain't even fucking sorry. I'm not sure what it's like to be on a damn job. Lying without a worry. He's a homie, better worry. I don't think I can stop. Hold up, give me some space. Hold up, this feels so stupid. I feel like it's no fair. Everyone tells me to rave. Standing around and stare. Shut the fuck up and do it. You don't even care. You better fucking do it. Come on. What's this feeling that's concealing in front of my eyes? It ain't healing, I'm just screaming. Time fucking flies. Don't be sleeping when I'm speaking about what's wise. Can't be keeping all them lies. Bitch, I'm all inside. I just wanna ride. I'm so glad I found I'm gonna live beside you, ready to override you. No matter what you say, let's just be like me. Living without a story, can't even fucking story.
Ricky, this line.
Give me some space. Hold up, this feels so stupid. I feel like it's not fair. Everyone tells me to pray. Standing around in despair. Each other fuck up and do it. Don't leave out there. Better fucking love it. Come
Just be a
on,
little thicker.
get you something free. Get you something free. Hold up, tell me your name. I'ma get you something free. I'ma get you something free. Listen to me, listen. All rich, listen. Listen to me. All you ever need is be nice, stay humble. I be looking at you, girl. Roll the dice, don't stumble. I be checking on your bed, baby price. Let's rumble. I be looking at you, girl. Don't stop or you'll rumble. Listen to me, okay? Be nice, stay humble. I be looking at you, girl. Roll the dice, don't stumble. Just because I really like you, and you don't get wild. Making sure you feel okay. Don't pretend like it's too hard. Yeah. Please tell me why you're wearing stupid lipstick, babe. You look so fine without and it keeps your body in the shape. I'ma tell you one thing more important than makeup. It's about the heart and mind, so babe, please wake up. Yeah, all you ever wanted. Yeah, all you ever needed. Yeah, all you ever wanted. It's a little bit of me. Okay. Listen, hold up, bitch, hold up, listen, okay, listen, hold up, bitch, hold up. All you ever need is be nice, stay humble. I be looking at you, girl. Roll the dice, don't stumble. I be checking on your bed, baby price. Let's rumble. I be looking at you, girl. Don't stop or you'll crumble. Listen to me, okay? Be nice, stay humble. I be looking at you, girl. Roll the dice, don't stumble. Just because I really like you, and want you to get wild. Making sure you feel okay. Don't pretend like it's too hard. Yeah, all you ever wanted. Yeah, all you ever needed. Yeah, all you ever wanted. It's a little bit of me. Okay. Yeah, all you ever wanted. Yeah, all you ever needed. Yeah, all you ever wanted. It's a little bit of me. That's right. Yeah. Listen. Hold up, bitch. Hold up. Listen. Okay. Listen. Hold up, bitch. Hold up. I just wanna reach the sky, baby. We can never leave each other fall apart. Yeah, babe. The moment I would kiss your lips, baby. There's nothing you can say to make me feel. Catch me later, I will buy you fucking drink. We will paint the blue sky bright as pink. Girl, tell me what is going on and
Thank you for the lurk, Lacer. How you doing today?
Feels like I'm outsider, like a fucking fighter. I'm like a miracle rider that's been bitten by the spider. I was all inside her, she gon' live a glider. Maybe if I bite her, she will feel a little lighter. Wait a minute, babe, yeah. Love you, babe, yeah. Love you, babe, we were made for each other. Listen, babe, yeah.
Some solo game tuned to a stream to have something to listen to. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Well, I hope you enjoy the tunes there by the talented Scratton. I followed them for a long time, but Scratton's their new name. They actually went through about 4 name changes. They let themselves known as DJ Pone 3 off of My Little Pony character. And they changed their name to Neurokill and Scala. And now they're Scrum. A DJ from Czechoslovakia, I think. Pretty damn talented. Apparently has a really good voice and flow.
Listen to me, babe, yeah. Love you, babe, yeah. Love you, babe. We were made for each other. Listen, babe, yeah. Love you, babe, yeah. Love you, babe. Listen to me.
The symbol was like bikini.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah.
Are you kind of missed Drawin? Never too late to go back to it.
I've been looking forward for that little moment. You could solve my riddle. Just go home. I'll show you how to mold. Cherish every moment. Hey, I just wanna do it my way. Listen to what I'm saying. Don't be so fucking gay. Tell me you feel okay. I just really want to stay. Listen to what I'm saying. Don't be so fucking gay. Tell me you feel okay. Bitch, I want to make your day. Listen to what I'm saying. Don't be so fucking gay. Tell me you feel okay. I just really want to stay. Listen to what I'm saying. Don't be so fucking gay. What I meant to say was, baby, you go home. I'm looking forward for that little moment. Baby, you can solve my riddle. Just go home. I'll show you how to mold.
Oh, you bought like a drawing tablet or an iPad? And then your PC backdoored. Oof. Lost everything you drew, so you stopped for a while. Yeah, that's a big motivation killer, not gonna lie. But yeah, I mean, I just upload my shit, you know, as soon as I can. Unless I don't finish it. And right now I don't have to worry about it because I just put it in my paper. And then I keepsake it like as close as possible so I don't lose it. But at some point I'm gonna have to do like a mass upload of like my sketches and actually finish them, so pad and pen that connects to PC. That's pretty much a drawing tablet.
Baby, you go home. I've been looking forward for that little moment. You can solve my riddle. Just go home. I'll show you how to mold.
Just doesn't have a screen. Oh, that's still a drawing tablet though. It's just a screenless drawing tablet. I have one of those too. I gave up drawing on that thing because it's more of a hindrance than, you know, actually being able to draw on an art program, you know? Yeah, it's frustrating to draw on, to say the least, so if I'm ever going back to digital art again, I have to have something with a screen to be able to draw, otherwise it's just pointless. Oh, nice, so Wacom. Mine's Huion. I was considering on getting a Wacom, but they're way too expensive. Like, Bamboos, and I forgot what that other brand of Wacom is called, but those are the two best and highest priced ones.
I seen you on the Snapchat. Do you wanna chit chat? Later we could throw a party. Have we ever met? Yeah, I recognize your mindset. Who the hell knows? Yeah. Sorry for the self promo. I know it's a big no-no. Bitches trying to get on top. They don't know better. I used to go all solo. Time to do a little combo. Girl, you make me flow like a river full of love.
110 one. Mine was like 40 bucks. The Huion one that I have, and it's pretty big. It's about this big-ish. Like pretty much bigger than this sketchbook. So it's decent size. It's just it doesn't have a screen. So again, pain in the ass to draw with. It works. It's got pressure sensitivity and everything. Just never really wanted, you know. Like I tried to draw with that thing for the longest time, and it was just frustrating over the time, so I just gave up on it. Once I get like a proper iPad or something though, definitely going ham on that thing when I can. Because I love pencil and paper, don't get me wrong, but I certainly wouldn't mind a tablet. A real screen drawing tablet. Links? Is it like a picture link? Sure. Of the tablet, I'm guessing. Best Buy. Nice. Wacom Intuos. How big is this? Specifications. It is 7 inches. 7.87 inches. 0.35 inches height. That is really small. That's smaller than mine, and it costs 3 times as much? Jesus Christ. Like, I know Wacom is a really good brand and all, but I don't think it's worth the money. To be completely fair. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, it looks fancy, but looks ain't everything.
Come on, what's this feeling that's concealing in front of my eyes? It ain't healing, I'm just screaming, time fucking flies. Don't be sleeping when I'm speaking about what's wise.
Getting distracted by chat. Fine, I'll just crease the bikini a little. Have it so like her bikini is running the wall. But I ain't trying to get banned. Like I said. How's this? the less lines that I draw on this bikini, you have to pay me. So I can risk getting banned on YouTube and Twitch. Let's put this May 6 album. We'll go ahead and skip that one. You enjoyed it while you used it? It's just when I used it, it was kind of trippy to look at the screen and not let my hands read. Exactly. That's what threw me off, because it's not like drawing on a piece of paper. You have to draw like you're drawing on a completely different screen somewhere else. And it's like, that doesn't work for me. So it's really hindering because it basically works like you're drawing on the TV. So it has like a sensor where your hand is gonna be and where you're gonna draw, and that's where the mouse is gonna be, and then where you put it is where it actually draws. Hi Chris, you feeling better, boy? My boy. Like, I saw what was going on earlier, and I'm sorry, dude. Like, I hope you're feeling all right. Cheer up, brother. We're here for you.
Turn it up till it blows.
Chris was moping around in UE Monthly's chat earlier, so I'm just making sure he's okay. This arm is probably bigger too. Let's see. Actually, that could probably be higher. Bigger butt, so what? Big funk. Just lying in bed? Alright, Chris. Going to sleep soon? No, you're just resting. So if you are, have a good night, bro. I know it looked weird at first. Much too small. So is it visible enough that you can see? Lighting's kind of weird when you're actually trying to do this on a webcam camera, you know, because it's like completely glaring on the bottom. Well, this part here. Oh, and speaking of which, I should probably turn on autofocus. Or turn autofocus off, I mean, because it usually messes up my sketches quality on stream. I'll just keep trying to autofocus over and over again, and it's pretty annoying. That's not how bras work. What do I know? Probably make her a little bit more endowed. Oh, well, looking at your mom's obituary picture again? Damn. Sorry to hear, Chris. You're still alive, though, bro. We've gotten this far. No use to stop now. Because you're a strong man. And you the homie. And you're smart. That hair actually goes down to her butt. Nice. I still got plenty of lead. Good thing is I don't need to color much in this. But I haven't actually colored anything in a hot minute. I only color with crayons pretty much. I still haven't really gotten a liking to wax or oil pastel, even though the colors are more vibrant. It's so much messier. If only there was like a median, you know? Like crayons, but like not super messy, like clean, you know? That's what I was hoping oil pastel was gonna be, and it's just not quite there. There probably is something out there, I just haven't looked yet. Looked close enough. I just realized that her ear is missing and her right ear is missing in Darnell's version of Runaway Train Zeeb. Like, if her ear is that high, then you should be able to see her ear on the other side too. But, I'm nitpicking. Facebook gaming again. They make it so hard to find. What is it? Facebook.com/gaming. Okay. Good to know. Shit's confusing. I gotta save this, so I actually remember to go here for Facebook's thing, so I can set it up that way. Since you done killed Mixer, god dang it. I like how there's even an option to toggle dark mode. Bitch, we're gamers. Why would we ever want light mode? Unless you really like that, you know, Windows 98 authentic look. Or if you play Baldies. Zebra. you before, darling. This looks a little too thin too.
Another day.
Fingers are hard. And your wrist is pretty much completely broken. That's better. Hard to believe it's already 5 in the morning. At least here. .601 FP Army. Camps lock. Camps lock. That was just funny. So it's 6 in the morning for you. Nice. For you. It's gonna be hard to tell what's going on in this picture without any color, so definitely gonna want to color this later. And yeah, I typically like to go for the anime style of eyes. Sorry if it looks weird. Hasn't even been an hour yet. That's crazy. What's that one Funky Panda song? I want to listen to that after this next one. Next two. Let's listen to it now. Go. push me over and over. Never thought of lies other than you, over and over. Left you in the sky with the fire low. Thought I had it right, but I'm still lost in the light. And I don't know what night is. You're someone else I'm dreaming out to guess. Blurry bodies, but you're on my mind. We let it go now, I'm full of rum and regret. I go out just so I can re-forget. I go out just so I can re-forget. I go out just so I can re-forget. I go out. Never thought a sunrise could burn more than a million without you. Already paying for tonight. It spins like a carousel over and over. It's been forever since I've done a cover of this. You in the sky with the fire below. Thought I had it right, but I'm still lost in the light. And I don't know what night is. You're somewhere else, I'm dreaming out to guess. Blurry bodies, but you're on my mind. We let it go now, I'm full of rum and regret. I go out just so I can re-forget. 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 I go out. Footsteps on the wood floor. It ain't you faded, so I bring someone home. Over and over. I do this. I'm still lost in the light. And I don't know what night is. You're somewhere else, I'm learning not to guess. Blurry bodies, but you're in my mind. Letting go I'm full of rum and regret. I go out just so I can re-forget. 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 I go out. In my version, I actually repeated the last few because, I mean, it's just a bunch of instrumentals, and I'm like, I want to add more though. So I feel like I need to start actually writing songs. Didn't wanna be a ghost with you. Oh, not again. Next song. Like a spotlight, the water hits me. This one I don't know as well. Rated extra cold to shake the words from my mouth. Though I know that no one's listening, I nervously rehearse for when you're around. And I keep waiting like you might change my mind. Who wrote the book on goodbye? There's never been a way to make this easy. There's nothing quite wrong, but it don't feel right. Excuse me. Back and forth, now I'm feeling guilty, 'cause I just can't stop this pendulum in my head. Though I know that our time is ending. Oh, years that had to blow?
We fell from the peak and the stars it broke the code. I'm trying to forget how I landed on this road. I'm caught in between what I wish and what I know. And they say that you just know. I wrote the book on goodbye. There's never been a way to make this easy. There's nothing going on, but it don't feel right. Either your head or your heart, you set the other on fire. No one knows, no one knows, like a spotlight, the water hits me.
Where's that one?
Ran it extra cold to shake the words from my mouth. Though I know that no one's listening,
I think it started with D.
I nervously rehearse for when you're around. And I keep waiting like you might change my mind. Who wrote the book on goodbye? There's never been a way to make this easy. There's nothing going wrong, but it don't feel right. Either your head or your heart, you set the other on fire. Back and forth now, I'm feeling guilty.
Disco.
Cause I just can't stop this pendulum.
I think it was this one. Oh yes, it was this one. Mixing funk with modern. Or disco, whatever you want to call it. Disco house. I actually wanted to do a cover of this, but I wasn't sure how to go about it, so I just never did. But it's a fun song.
The sugar rush has got me blind. Make me feel like I know what's on my mind. Me and my crush, we're still entwined in the situation I've designed. I let it know in the wrong direction. I'm just found with the wrong prescription. My color's blown, was all alone. At least that's what you told me. Put that up for you, think that I can't see. I thought that I would make it right this time. Never thought my heart would break. Hey, baby, I thought we'd make it through the night. Ooh. Hey, lady, I thought that you were only mine. Ooh. Hey, lady, I thought we'd make it through the night. Ooh. Hey, lady, I thought that you were only mine. Ooh. Is my mind. Bitter reading the letters that she signed. And I was cold, uncontrolled. All my actions was by her, I was told. But that's when you know there ain't this connection. I would embarrass myself to make you feel my affection. You called me up, said I fucked up. At least that's what you told me. Coming out there, I think that I can see. I thought that I could make it right this time. Never thought my heart would break. Hey lady, I thought I'd make it through the night. Ooh. Hey lady, I thought that you were only mine. Ooh. Hey lady, I thought I'd make it through the night. Ooh. Hey lady, I thought that you were only mine. Ooh.
Oh, the build up for this song is so good. Oh, I'm glad you do Runaway Train. I was trying to give her like a smug look, you know, just like she's sexy and she knows it. Because that's the vibe I get off of that picture, so I'm like, I could probably do that expression instead. Sorry, I thought that was a whisper. To you, you'll never see me again. Hey, yeah. You'll never see me again. You'll never see me again. See me ever and ever and ever and ever and ever again. Yeah. Hey lady, hey lady. I clicked on this from here, so I could write a 10-color symphony, so I can show you how it's meant to be. And I'm gonna make you mine.
fun. When I see me, I'm not leaving emotional. Flying high, all I see is the sun. But you bring me to my knees, what do you want? Tell me, what do you want? Could write a technical symphony, so I can show you how it's meant to be. And I'm gonna make you mine and give you all the love that you need, love that you need, love that you need, love that you need, love that you need. You could be the one. When I see you, I'm not leaving alone. Flying high, love and season. But you bring me to my knees, what do you want? But tell me, what do you want? Which one was the one I really liked? Ooh, this one's good. I wanna be with you. Could look at mine, that's a mine. I wanna be with you. That's a mine, that's a mine. I wanna be with you. That's a mine, that's a mine. I wanna be with you. That's a mine, that's a mine. I just wanna be with you. Yes, I do. I wanna be with you. Yes, I do. Just wanna be with you. Yes, I do. Wanna be with you. There we go. I can remove this part of the mouth.
Hi, Porky.
Hello.
How's it going?
It's fine. I just, woke up and whatnot.
Right. I figured you had at least taken a power nap or something.
Yeah.
You just missed Chris. Well, he might still be here, actually. I haven't checked yet. I was telling him keep his chin up.
All this the side that had G. I thought it was all done for there.
At this point, it's up to Chris,
Right. Usually is, for anybody.
You can pat someone on the back for so long, and they still, fall into those vices of putting themselves down like they're not good enough.
Right.
Try to live up to others' expectations, and it causes them to really not live their life because they're trying to, please their parents or people.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want them to think negatively of them because of the choices that they make.
Right. Or lack thereof parents, because, Chris's mom.
I mean, his father's still around. That's what I'm kind of referring to.
Right. Just, be happy with what you have, I guess.
More of, if he, because, what I picked up on is that seems like his father, like him and his father don't get along, and it might be he feels like he's a burden to his dad. And I don't think his dad truly feels that way because I understand men are, we're different from one another. We want our space. We don't show compassions like the mothers do. Yeah.
We just act differently,
Yeah, because because as a man, we're supposed to be understanding, but we're not supposed to, as a father, he can't just be like, oh, little son, it's gonna be all right, my little man.
Right. How weird it would be. He'd use mother talk, like, "Aw, sweetie."
Right. My
Honey,
pops never
honey,
used. Because my pops never used mother talk.
Mm-mm.
And
Neither did mine.
I just
certainly not.
Yeah. And because my mom wasn't in my life either. She's still alive and whatnot.
Right.
And
My
I
dad
talked
was
to her
more
every
like, Korea, your son.
Yeah.
Because he's Japanese.
And I mean, it's just like if you I think your pops just wants you to live your life. He doesn't want you to mope around. I don't think your mom will want you to mope around. I think she wants you to be happy and live your own life.
Yeah.
I think that's something that she truly wants when she looks down on you. She doesn't want you to, feel like you're not good enough. Because Chris, you're good enough.
Right.
I don't care what anyone says.
Yep. Clip that.
You're
listen to it on repeat.
You're a good person. You got a good heart.
Yeah.
And you might not feel that way because of maybe the people that are around you don't make you feel like you're worth it, but you truly are.
Mm-hmm.
Because, we've all been there where we felt like we weren't good enough.
Mm-hmm.
Or we felt like, there's always going to be, everybody else, will have to put in minimal effort to get praises, but, we can do our best and it's still like, oh, nope, you're still bad, Don't let that eat you up, man.
Mm-hmm. That could be that anxiety and stuff eating you up. I definitely you have no room to ask, but I assume someone lost family. Yeah, Chris did, but it was a long while ago.
Yeah.
He still thinks about his mom, all the time. So, he had to visit her recently because of Mother's Day. So, I can only imagine how tough it is losing a parent like that, because I haven't had that experience yet. But I feel like, I don't know how I'd feel personally, but to Chris, I'm sure it's hit him pretty hard, really hard,
It's hit. It still has the effects because it's been It's been a while now. I
Right.
think it's been probably a couple of years, but it's something he still thinks about. Like he has a lasting effect of it on his heart. Because I have a friend similar to that who, you know, he lost his mom and he kind of resents his stepdad and whatnot
Yeah.
for a lot of stuff. And I just want you to know, Chris, like we care deeply for you. You know, I know your father cares about you. Man, we just got different ways of showing it. We're douches.
Right.
We can be kind of inconsiderate sometimes of other people's
Pretty much.
feelings,
Mm-hmm.
but you know, I'm
not going to
pretty,
be as
like,
empathetic as you probably want.
right. We
That's
like
what
we can be empathetic, but our way of being empathetic isn't the same as probably a woman. And the thing is, like, as a man, I think your dad, he wants to see you be a man. He doesn't want you, you know, because even at a young age, my pops taught me, you know,
Mm-hmm.
don't cry over everything. If you're gonna cry over things that, you know, you like, cry over, you know, family, cry over, you know, loved ones, cry over, you know, joy, cry over happiness.
Mm-hmm.
Don't think about the bad and just constantly think that's only gonna get worse.
Mm-hmm. Or not just crying, but like trying to, you know, off yourself just to try and see them again or something like that. It's not worth it, you know. She wants you to live your best life.
Exactly. She lives because
Got
I
a lot
feel
more
like
to accomplish.
yeah, I feel like she wants you to live your life. If you don't live your life, you don't feel like your life is important to you, live it for her sake.
Right.
Because I know that's what she wants.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like you can offer so much more than I feel like a lot of us can bring so much more than we will ever realize
Mm-hmm.
to this world. And we might not be in the place that we necessarily feel like we should be.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing that always sticks to me when sometimes I'm feeling down because of where I'm at, it's not about where you are now, it's where you're going.
Right.
Because you're never too old to begin something new. You're never too young to begin something new. It's simple as that.
Right.
Because
Not just
I
about
truly,
the destination, but also the journey too.
yeah, and it's like it's just that, and I can think off the top of my hands because that's how I used to live my life too. I used to I used to be a people pleaser myself, and you know, IRL. I used to, you know, want to be the good kid who never gets in trouble.
Right.
You know, put up with a lot of nonsense. So, you know, I didn't want to stress my family out.
Right.
You know, you know, in a way, I put up with a lot of nonsense that I look back on, I shouldn't have.
Right.
I really I tried to do the right thing because I didn't want people to think negatively of me. And one thing that I have learned in living this life, you can try to be the most positive person on the planet. There are still people that will try to bring you down, will try to, you know, they won't like you and not even speak to you or ever even know you.
Yep.
This is just life.
Mm-hmm.
So like, don't
make
think.
assumptions about you.
Yeah, like don't ever think that you know, don't ever don't think. Not don't think, but don't try to live your life for other people because those people they don't. I refuse to let people live in my head rent free anymore. It's just as simple as that.
Yep. They don't control my mind. I ain't letting them make them, you know, my mind. Because I used to be a punk ass kid. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I used to be so disobedient because I hated the way my parents treated each other. You know, it didn't even feel like they're, you know, my parents. They were just fighting all the time. You know, so I didn't know who to listen to. So I'd lash out and slam my door, hide myself, play video games. You know, try and draw. something like that, you know. But eventually, I just learned to just, you know, think for myself, you know. Started to gain my own train of thought, you know.
Yeah, I didn't start thinking about, like, because my parents, for as far as I remember, they weren't. I think they were separated like after my little brother was born. Like sometimes she would show up, like, you know, for like a you know, a birthday, you know, and stuff like that. But
Right.
I don't know, it's like this stuff never really bothered me. I think it bothered me like in my mid-20s, I'll say, but like it didn't bother me as much because I talked to her and like I just said, like, look, I don't know what you might think, because I think she believes that we're distant because of something maybe my father said, and that's completely a lie. You know, my father never really said anything to make us think negatively of her at all. You know, that's the reason why I say, you know, that's why honestly, me personally, I appreciate Father's Day a lot more than I could ever, you know, appreciate Mother's Day, because that man would give me the shirt off his back. And that's just my honest opinion about that. But I don't hate my mom, because I know that sometimes I can see in her face she feels some sort of guilt. I think she feels like sometimes I hate her, but I'm like, I'm not super affectionate. That's just how I am. Like I love her. You know, she texts me every now and then, and you know, we talk for a bit. I'm just like not a kid anymore. You know. Because I've never really been that way. Because sometimes, you know, we'll spend the night over her house and everything. It's just like, for me, I was feel distant because, like, it was foreign to me.
I'm sure it's hard on her to, you know, accept that you are a growing adult, you know. So, like,
I think for all of her sons, because I know,
because my mom's the same way. She still texts me every now and then, you know. I'm still her son, you know.
Yeah, because I was like, I said, Mom, you know, I don't want you to feel any guilt because you did nothing wrong. You did. I felt like, you know, you gave us the best choice.
Right.
You know, in my opinion, because who knows how it would have turned out, you know, under her. It probably would have been more rebellious. Maybe I would have been more angry. But, you know, I don't know. But I'm kind of glad, you know, I'm glad that things turned out the way that they did for me. You know, maybe, you know, because I never want to feel, I don't want to feel like, I don't want to hate anybody. You know, I know people piss me off, or sometimes I feel like, you know, I'm being personally attacked, or sometimes I feel like, you know, I'm being singled out. But, you know, I'm just like, hey, you know, I'm not going to take it too personal. I'm just going to address it and move on, you know? Because at the end of the day, like, I just feel like if my mom, you know, because I feel like you got to think about it. Most of the time, the courts they usually don't want, you know, they usually try to put in favor of the mother getting kids.
Yep.
And then, you know, but I was, you know, I'm kind of thankful that, you know, my father kind of got that. And, you know, I'm going to tell you the type of man my father was. My father didn't, you know, didn't try to, we're going to put this person in, you know, child support. No, he said, I'm gonna do it my own. He said, I'm gonna do it my own damn self. You know, he's like, I'm gonna take care of him. I don't, you know, we don't need that. You know, I understood. And even when he told me, like, he said, when, you know, I was here in Memphis and you guys were in Indiana, like, you know, I felt so, like, scared and alone. I was like, he didn't tell me that until like real later, and like when I was a grown man. But
Yeah.
it was just like, man.
You probably didn't think you'd understand like as
Yep.
much.
As a kid, I doubt I would have,
Right.
but as a man, I fully understand. I was like, yeah,
Yeah, it's a huge sacrifice to make.
yeah, because considering, how the stereotype about black men and dads are, them being non-existent in the black man's life, unfortunately.
Yep.
It's my thing is a good feeling to know that I had mine in my life. Like I said, I've had a mother figure in my life with my grandma. Well, and just want Chris to just
Hopefully find his happiness,
find his own happiness. Don't look for your happiness and making them happy, because you're not gonna find it.
Right.
Your parents even know that.
I just hope Chris is listening.
I hope so.
Yeah,
He might have went to bed.
maybe. He's still in the chat when I looked, but I have no idea with Chris sometimes.
Yeah.
He's still in the chat, it says, so I have no idea. Could be, I don't know, watching something
Tom
else.
and Jerry.
Maybe, yeah. Kind of keeping himself distracted. Reminds me of me as a kid, honestly. I
There was a
literally
lot
just blast my cartoons so I didn't have to hear my parents arguing.
I kind of count myself fortunate. I never really dealt with that. My parents arguing like that.
It's pretty weird as a kid, not gonna lie.
I can imagine. I
I
mean,
just wish they wouldn't fight, but it's how it is, You can't control it, you're the kid.
I'm probably more onto of me and my brothers arguing as adults. That's something that I'm kind of familiar with.
Right. But for me, at that point, it was like I was scared that I was gonna have to dial 911, kind of,
Yeah.
Like, we've legit almost had domestic violence, like, incidents in our house. So, like, you get pretty nervous when they start, arguing and stuff.
Yeah. No, it's understandable. You might hear a glass or something break. It's understandable.
Right. Yeah, my dad actually, like, freaking threw glass, like a plate on the floor, and I got fucking scared and ran over. I'm like, what the hell's going on? He's just laughing there. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, why? What are you trying to prove? Like, my dad would just get a rile out of my mom just to see her pissed off and laugh,
Yeah.
Treat her like a fucking clown, because, Japanese men don't respect women. It's just a fact. Old-fashioned, anyways, because that's how he grew up.
I just think certain men don't respect women. And there's nothing wrong with respecting a woman if they give you something to respect.
Yeah.
I just think that might just be just a certain case of some of them don't.
Right. The way he acts, he is old-fashioned. Like, pretty much the way he acted was a woman is only good for sex, cooking, and cleaning. That's it.
That's more of just a what's the word? Bigot way of thinking anyway.
Yeah. Like, it's not all of that, like 100%, but that's how he acted at home.
Yeah.
He still treated us with respect. But, like, when nobody was watching, and, like, when he felt he could get away with it, that's how it felt like.
Yeah.
He even got in my face one time when I challenged him, like, in the middle of the street, because, he was trying to prove a point or whatever to the neighbors. And I thought I was about to get a fight with him in the middle of the street, I'm not gonna lie.
When I was growing up, I was kind of...
This was like a few years ago.
I say when I was in middle school, I was kind of I admit I was kind of rebellious because I don't know. I just, you know, there was those feelings of why aren't my parents together? Was it because of? I think it was at the point where I was blaming myself for a lot of the reason why, you know, that didn't happen, or people were, you know, weren't happy and whatnot.
Me too.
And I remember even, oh man, I'll never forget reading that book, Tears of the Tiger, now that I think about it. And finding out that the character killed herself at the end of the book, and I was like, you know, it just didn't, I remember writing in the paragraph, it just didn't seem fair, you know, what if I, you know, said sometimes I feel like I should kill myself, and I didn't realize at the time, you don't say that,
Right.
because people were going to like, whoa, you know,
Yeah,
people
I'll
don't,
pick it up.
like, as kids, like, not all, like, as kids, we don't understand that. I didn't think I said anything wrong. I just kind of was from that point of view.
Right.
Like, it just took me back, because I think at that time, I've never heard of anyone, like, a person or someone in real life committing suicide. I didn't deal with someone committing suicide until, like, I think somewhere later in my teens, where I found out that my cousin hung himself in jail. And it is just like, sometimes I do wish I didn't say that, because I feel like some people still feel like that's who I am, but I'm far from, like, I feel like any shades of me wanting to harm or take myself out of whatever of this world is like non-existent anymore. Don't get me wrong, those feelings of doubt, every now and then they creep up, but they don't last long. I'll usually just you know, because I try to operate at high energy, high frequency, high vibrations, and all that jazz.
Yep.
And
Me personally,
Even-
I wouldn't take any of what I said in the past away, because then it wouldn't make me to who I am today. You know?
no, you're not. No, see, there's nothing wrong. I just take the good from the past. I don't take necessarily maybe the bad things that may have happened, or that I said, or something happened to me bad in the past. Because look, it made me who I am.
Right. I understand that.
To neglect your past is really to neglect yourself.
Right.
But it's more of taking the things that, you know, trapped you in the past. Like, oh, I'm not gonna, you know, I want to do this, or I want to do this, but in the past I couldn't. Like, I try not to think like that anymore, because that's that resistance, and that resistance is yourself. Sometimes your own self can hold you back, believe it or not.
Yeah. Or your restraint, you know?
You're resistant, because you're still thinking of, well, you know, I want to do this, but in the past, this has happened, because you're thinking about what didn't work for you, instead of thinking about, well, what can I fully do to make this a reality?
Yeah. That's what I mean by restraint.
Like,
it's holding you back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like invisible shackles on you.
No, it's more like the shackles are created by you. You put the shackles on yourself, not so much as someone else did.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. Because because that creates that resistance. Because because you put these shackles on yourself, like, you don't really, like, you say that you want it, but you don't really believe it, because we're thinking about what has happened in the past.
Yep.
And I don't want to live like that, when I'm constantly thinking about what didn't work for me in the past, because, like, sometimes we can be a little bit too much in our head when we want something, and it causes us to not get it.
Yeah.
Because we're thinking about, oh man, what if they say no? They said no so many times and whatnot.
Right.
But if you go into that, you know, that mindset of like knowing, like, hey, these guys are gonna, hey, you know, somebody's gonna say yeah. Don't think about that exact person, because sometimes we want the exact people to say yeah, but it's not. It might not be necessarily that person. Maybe the person that works with that person is gonna be the one to say yeah. You never know.
We want that dream scenario, kind of like
Yeah,
Cats Don't Dance.
Yeah, because everybody wants that scenario, like with the fancy person that's sitting at the chair, the head honcho, him to be yeah. It could be his secretary or somebody like, we really like you. The boss likes you, so would you like to be on board? Well, absolutely, freaking lootly, darn tootin'. Yeah.
Why not?
I mean, and I know it's a very optimistic way of thinking because I've been pessimistic for so long, and I feel like it has held me back being so, you know, pessimistic in life, because I used to think like that, like, oh, I want to do this, but there are so many people better than me. What chance do I really stand in doing this? And I'm like, well, it's not necessarily. It's the saying of don't compare yourself to others, because what you do and what they do are completely different. You know, your style. Yeah, because it's like you don't know who your audience will be. You don't know who will like what you know, the style of stuff that you do. You'll never realize that, because you're thinking about you're trying to get the same fan base that this person has, and that's not necessarily how it always works.
Nah.
Cause I think I forget his name. Was it June of Wrath? Mm-hmm. It was talking about how music now kind of sounds the same, and I was kind of like, well, they tend to use the same chord progressions and whatnot, and drum
music theory
patterns.
Works.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. I was like, but I think it might be that main. I said it might be just that mainstream music that may have people feeling like that, because it's a lot of good underground stuff.
Yeah, it's that mainstream mindset, you know.
Right.
All they know is pretty much radio music and the really same chord progression, not knowing that there's plenty of underground artists and solo artists that do a lot more unique stuff.
Yeah, and it's about adding it's about adding creativity, because I was even saying, you know, I said I'm more of an R&B head, and I kind of have to look for good R&B, because a lot of the mainstream stuff, it sounds a lot like rap to me, which, don't get me wrong, I'm not against, you know, R&B sounding like hip-hop, because it has, even all the way in the 90s, some of it had that hip-hop feel to, you know, that hip-hop vibe to it. But, you know, I'm kind of an R&B head where I like, you know, I'm kind of simplistic. I like a Rhodes piano or a grand piano, you know, maybe some strings, maybe a flute, maybe some jazz drum playing, like stuff like that, or a saxophone or something like that. Like, I don't need all these 808s, doom, doom.
Right, all that bass.
Yeah.
You could even mix elements from the both of it and actually make like a unique song out of it too. I've heard that quite a few times.
No, it definitely can happen. It's definitely.
That's why synthwave was coming back, because it was an 80s style, but they brought it to 2020 and whatnot.
Right.
So I thought that was really cool, because there's plenty of it.
I like that. I think I don't know if the other one's called
another
funk.
one.
I don't know if the other one's called funk wave or retro or something like that.
Retro wave, synth wave.
Yeah.
Lo-fi, you know, trap. Kind of mix all of them, you get like some unique sounds, you know.
Right.
Maybe if you have some classical instruments too, like violin or some piano and all that good stuff, you can make something beautiful.
That's very common, because I still try, like, I mess around trying to make Eurobeat songs, so it's definitely possible.
Oh, yeah.
So like I said, I never want, like, when it comes to music, I don't want to pigeonhole myself into being like, oh, he only makes hip-hop beats. No.
It's not
I want to be, I want to be, like, I think someone said, he's like, oh, you want to make pop music. I was like, I guess, yeah, that would be the good word for it, because
Right.
he put in term of pop names popular. I was like, oh, kind of, but yeah,
Not really. Pop is more that's it's an onomatopoeia, I think is the word I'm looking for. It's more like a happy kind of noise kind of thing, like a pop.
I mean, he's not wrong. It's like this genre of popular music. That's
But it is pretty much the mainstream type of sound.
Yeah, yeah. Because but I was like, no, I don't necessarily care if it's like popular. I just kind of want to have my own like unique, like, oh, this guy does some of everything. He doesn't just do this,
Mm-hmm.
Because I even
mess
mess
see
with.
if I can find a definition of pop.
It's
Genre
just
pop
what it
music.
is.
Yeah, pretty much. It originated modern 1950s
50s, United States and United Kingdom.
Yep.
Yep. I mean, it's often used interchangeably, so
Right.
so many different terms,
Yeah.
like pop rock and stuff like that. So
Yeah, it is pretty sad that they kind of classify it as just it being popular, because there's
Right.
definitely a more specific term for it, but they just don't want
Yes.
to, use it that way.
yeah, true that. I think because I mess around with a lot of guitar sounds, and one thing I learned is like the rigs can often, or amps can often, determine how clean the guitar will sound.
Oh yeah, I definitely have experience with that, because I use not only an amp but a drive pedal, and that actually completely changes the sound of the guitar. That's how you get your flanger, your phaser, dirty
Right.
guitar sound, all types of stuff.
Yeah, thankfully for me, I have this DST that kind of gives it multiple effects, like the rotary, the wah-wah.
Mm-hmm.
I love that wah-wah.
Yep.
And of course, the chorus type.
Yep,
Love
chorus
that
guitar. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, my drive pedal has all that and more.
Yeah. Yeah,
Even
most
like
of
the
them,
UK style.
yeah, most pedals have that.
Acoustic and all that good stuff. Yeah, a lot of instruments have plenty of different sounds that you can make with them. It's just finding it,
So, did Dyson show up?
Yeah, he was here earlier. Left while I was drawing and I didn't realize he was gone. But it sounded like he was playing something, but it was hard to make out what he was saying.
Sam.
Right. He did say something about Tales of Vesperia, though. He doesn't know why that A glitch happens.
Yeah.
So we're only assuming that it is a glitch that is known by multiple people.
No. Okay.
So still frustrating, still silly.
Yeah. Let me go ahead and look at this Maximilian Power Ranger video. It's only 16 minutes. Let's see.
Nice. More RJ.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think it's the one that came out on the 20th, so I haven't seen it yet.
Nice. Yeah, I actually was watching it. It was him just like using RJ in training mode, pretty much.
Right.
Yep.
I think he's playing some online matches now.
Nice. Because in the training one, he found an 100% combo.
Nah.
So good on him.
Yeah, I can only find like I only can find like 60% combos. That's about it.
With RJ?
No, just with certain characters in general.
Oh, I see. Well, RJ specifically definitely has 100%.
No, you can tell he's supposed to be a swaggy character.
Swaggy and damaging.
Yeah.
Kind of like fuck you, mom.
Yeah.
Yep. Because he's got mad chains, like that knee into a drop knee. That's another combo extender and a wall bounce.
One thing I do like, one thing I admit that I like about Power Rangers combo system is they'll let you know off the rip what won't combo into each other if you try to loop something.
Oh, nice.
Like if you do an air combo and then you try to like chain it from, if you try to keep the juggalo with a light, they'll immediately pop out of it. Yeah, I was like, okay, I like that. I wish more, fighting games that are kind of like air combo centric or hyper, air dashers would incorporate stuff like that. Looks at Marvel.
Right. Would be nice. But not every game can be like that. Like those fighting nerds or Skullgirls.
I mean, I kind of like I like that about Power of the Grid for whatever reason.
Well, it's not just you apparently.
Because I heard the online isn't bad compared to most fighting games. I don't know. I heard that it's cross play or whatever, but
good for them. They made the right choice. At least nowadays, it should keep fighting games more alive. Because you can actually connect to more people. But you should also have the option to only play against certain consoles too if you're worried about connection. So I feel like they should give that power to us. I think at least Street Fighter V does have that option, but yes, it can get very frustrating with certain consoles.
Like with Street Fighter V, it's like people are so patient with their game, which makes me so envious.
Right.
Because I'm like, these are the same people
who so bad.
Yeah, these are the same people who would drop any other fighting game if they did this. Like I said, man, not just Third Strike, just a fighting game in general.
Right,
like there was so many people that dropped Sam Show just because it's not a combo fighter.
Yeah. But that's how it's always been,
too
though.
slow. Yeah, but
this is like loyal fans.
It's too slow for me,
Right.
Like that's how the game is, though.
Right. But at least for Street Fighter V, this is like the fastest it's been, pretty much. Besides, 4's FADC.
Nah, 4 is pretty slow though.
Yeah.
Even the FADC stuff is like,
but
it's reactionary,
combo centric because you can juggle an opponent forever with certain characters.
Yeah.
But if it's like Third Strike or 4, it's definitely not as long, but you can extend it so you get big damage.
That's what the the thing is with the FADCs though, they scale really hard, so it's not like something that automatically. It's just like about 4 is just like it makes it. It's one thing because it always that game. Like everybody says, like, oh, it just separates the scrubs from the, the pros, and well, that's kind of true, but it more like it shows like the difference between a character you use. Like, say, for instance, me and you both use a con. I play more passive. You might play more aggressive. Now we know this is false because I play very aggressive. And but I'm just saying, it's one thing I loved about 4 is that no version of a character played the same, depending on the player. Now, don't get me wrong, we do like online. You probably will come across a lot of flowcharts, but like that to me, Street Fighter 4 was so fun to watch. I still sometimes find myself going back and just looking at certain matches, like one of my favorites, PR Rog versus Infiltration at Evo when he whipped out the Hakan.
Yep.
Like, I was like, this man.
That was like a staple match, for 4, definitely. Because that's when he had like all this personality, you know, and pretty much anybody.
Yeah, because everybody thought, because when he won Evo that other year with Akuma, everybody kind of thought he was this robot, and like he's probably one of the more charismatic, you know, overseas players.
Oh yeah, very much so.
Yeah.
But he didn't show it at that time. But
No, he didn't show it at that time.
Yeah, this tournament he definitely showed it. That's when he was a staple. Yeah.
Because that time on
you can't really do that. Not unless it's off the game.
Yeah, like kind of now he's kind of, you know, he's a victim of cancel culture because of some argument that he had with his girlfriend, which he was punished for like a year.
Damn.
Where he wasn't allowed to go to any tournaments.
Here, I thought it was about the white controller.
No. That's just people just taking things out of context right there.
Exactly.
That was hilarious.
That's more cancer culture.
Yeah, I was like, yo, that's so dumb, though.
This poor man.
Hey, he can't catch a break.
Right? Nobody can. It's FGC. And that's why the FGC is grounded.
The FGC is D. Long live esports.
Yep, Scatters had it right.
I mean, there is a new character coming to Sam's show. I think it's some chick from a game I've never heard of.
Another new character from another
game?
Wow.
Yeah, they're adding another guest character, which I kind of like because one thing I'll say about Sam's show, a lot of their guest characters are left field. That's what I'm kind of respecting right now.
Right. Because we don't expect it, you know?
Right.
I think they know that crossover characters keep the fighting games alive because it draws from other franchises.
Right.
So it puts that Rule 50 into work with the internet. One movie crossover with another series.
Yeah. Let me see if I can pull up the game name for it.
Yeah.
What's the game it's from? What's the name of the game? Okay, it's because they said she'll be completely free.
Wow.
Free to own.
That's crazy.
And I think she's from a game called Honor of Kings.
Never even heard of that.
Exactly. I don't know what that is. Looks like a mobile game for what I'm seeing though.
There's Warden.
Looks like some chick with bunny ears.
Adding free DLC from Honor of Kings game. And let's see. Leaving fans guessing who it could be. But it's she's got the picture and everything. You would think they'd just tell us.
Yeah, I don't think anybody knows the name of the character. That might be the reason.
It's a jungle character in Honor of Kings. And around to the character point to it being Gong Sun Li.
Yeah, Gong Sun Ling. Yeah, I'm seeing it now.
Yeah.
I don't know who these characters are. I've never even heard of them.
Right.
Oh, okay. Currently, the bunny girl is Kong Jung.
I mean, she's got a good design. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, the Koreans, or Chinese, they design. Yeah, Chinese, they're pretty good artists. It's not just the Japanese.
Oh, of course not. Artists everywhere. I mean, France has quite a few good shows.
Yeah, they have a lot of good ones.
Yeah. More than we give them credit for. Like Wakfu, when I got introduced to that.
Yeah, I remember because I think I read Korean web comics more nowadays than I actually do manga.
Nice. Talent everywhere.
Then again, a lot of their stuff has been getting adapted into animes, so maybe that's just something that becoming a thing. Because I know they recently, one of my favorites that I used to read, God of High School, finally got an adaptation, and a lot of people like it, which is no surprise to me.
Right. I think that's that was the one that was in Sylvanus' video. It was like, then watch God of High School if you don't like Tower of God, I think it was.
Yeah, that's crazy though, because I heard a lot of good things about Tower of God. I've never watched or read it, but I remember even a coworker of mine, like I think it was that and one called Noblesse he was telling me about.
Mm-hmm.
Because one of the coworkers I used to work with, like me and him were around the same age, and he was also in anime. Only difference is he was cosplay. I'm not a cosplayer.
Right. It's
Yeah,
just a little extra work to, dress up. But that's on them, yeah. Because I know a lot of friends that try and cosplay and stuff, and some that pull it off really well.
Yeah.
But it's definitely not for everyone, because, you gotta put in a lot of money
a lot of money, and if your character's shirtless, you might need to put in a lot of work in the gym to get that summer body.
Yep, physical.
Right.
Because they ain't gonna look right if you're just gonna put on a fake set of abs.
Yeah.
It's like, here's my abs, and he slips on his ab shirt.
Right.
Man, come on now, stop flexing with your fake abs. And that's why I wear the clothed version of my characters. I did actually cosplay as Dan Hibiki one year. That was a fun time. Except I didn't fully dye my gi pink, so it came up as kind of like a tie-dye white pink.
You weren't that alternate Dan color.
Yeah, hippie Dan. And then I found one that was the American Dan Hibiki in that same convention. We took a picture together. It was awesome. Yeah.
Looking at Dan.
I miss conventions.
He's also in Marvel too.
He is. And Maximilian's also doing a legacy of him.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yep. And because of that, I learned how to do the Raging Moron.
Do what?
The Raging Moron, as Shadow Fox likes to call it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
At least in Street Fighter, well, Marvel superheroes versus Street Fighter. Because I'm trying to find two mains for those.
That's definitely one of my favorites. Marvel superheroes versus Street Fighter.
Right.
It's considered the black sheep of, probably not so much because of Marvel Infinite. I think we all because even the people who like Marvel, because I think even people who like Marvel Infinite will tell you right now that this game is fun to play, but it is ugly as fuck. I'm like, oh yes, no one is denying that game is hideous.
We know. After all the times they tried to fix Chun-Li's face, and just everything else about it, Dante's face. Oh my God.
Dante's face, man.
Spencer.
Yes, even the animations that the most stock animations that they have in the story mode.
Just the story mode in general. Jesus Christ. Why
like,
does story mode really have to take up that much
do we even
space,
really
though?
need it? Right.
Couldn't it have just been an add-on? Like, please?
Yeah, we really didn't need it.
Yeah. I really needed space is what I needed after I had to download that whole thing. I hated downloading that game just because the story took up so much damn space.
You sure you're not? I don't. There's no downloadable story though for Marvel Infinite.
No, but there is a mod to take out the story for PC version.
Yeah, I don't think you have. I don't remember it being like that.
No, not for consoles. Definitely not.
Yeah, because I was thinking of PC. Maybe is he thinking about the general story for Street Fighter 5? I never download that story. I was like, man, fuck that trash ass story, dog.
Too little, too late, and it sucks.
Not even good.
Right, and it's trash. Terror Drone Rain of champions or whatever.
Yeah, but me and Scatters actually knew that thing was garbage. When you showed the development diary of it, I was like...
I mean, Scatter says pretty much anything's garbage.
Yeah.
That he doesn't play, but
I was just...
this
I was
really
looking at it, I was like... It's kind of ass.
Yeah, definitely not worth the $15.
And I was like, I'm pretty open-minded when it comes to just bad games. I try to be. I was, those juggles, I was like, even the juggles look kind of lazy. Like, oh, she has OTGs. Why do OTGs look so bland?
Right, they look super bland. Like, they don't even look like an OTG. It looked like the combo's not even supposed to hit, but it does. Thing is that Kamau was playing it on stream the day it came out. And I'd kind of found my main if I wanted to fuck around with that game, but the rest
man,
just
if
looks trash.
you want to play it, don't let what we say change.
No. I'm not gonna buy it. I'm gonna parsec it. I'm parsecing that game. There's no way I'm wasting my money on that piece of shit.
I was gonna say, like, look, don't let what we say about it, determine whether or not you want to play it. If you want to play it, you go ahead and play it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna break out my controller. I'm gonna pull up Parsec. Because Sasquatch looks fun to fuck around with, but the rest of the characters look bleh. There's sound issues with the characters and everything, and it's bad.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's natural for the game, but Kamau had the round set to first to 5. So he had to win 5 rounds. I'm like, what is this? It must have been an option.
I've fought a few people who did that.
Right?
Who would set the rounds all the way to like 8 or something like that. I forget what game it was. That was like why though.
Right. Freaking crazy. No idea. Yeah, I might just be going to bed here soon. Get that rest in. Probably a good idea. Pretty much everyone else is sleeping. Chris left, I guess. DV8, Lacer, he probably went to bed as well. Well, I hope you like how it came out though so far. Probably share this around, get people's opinions, see what I can improve on, and then go from there. I don't even know if I want to change anything here. I kind of like the
Sorry about that. I had to go get a popsicle.
Oh, you alright? I was just saying how I probably want to end this stream soon so I can get some rest.
Fair.
Yep. Long week, trying to, have enough energy for the rest of the weekend,
Yeah.
Because I have stuff in mind, but I want to get that energy first.
Understandable.
Yep.
I actually thought about something.
What's that?
I don't know whether or not I might, because I forget that the wrestling Discord I'm a part of, I think there's a couple of wrestling events they're going to be streaming. I think it's about 12. I think it's going to be a day 1 and a day 2. And if they don't last long, depending, I'll be there to do the Tales of Vesperia with you guys.
No, that's no biggie. You do what you want to do, bro. You love your wrestling.
Yeah. The first time ever I actually been around people who actually, I'll say, even love it more than I do.
Right. Oh yeah, definitely the hype man with that. Reminds me of Wishy Washy when it comes to them fighting hers. Hey DJ Animal Royce, how's it going, bro? I was just about to end, to be honest.
What's up, boys? I'll let you close it out, man. You have a
No
good
problem.
good morning and get some sleep.
You too. Yep, well, you had just woken up, but yeah. Alright, have a good night then. So yeah, hope you like how it came out. Chillin'? Oh, thank you. This is a request for that character that's in the thumbnail. Although you can't see it yet, but you will once I turn off the stream or whatever. But basically, a mini train looks cool. Thanks. But yeah, hope to continue it. I might do the other one. If you commission me, wink, wink. Might do something else, you know, because I don't really have anything on my plate that takes priority, you know. Everything else I just kind of do because I want to. Like, here's a little list of everything that I've been working on. So I leave space and I kind of just write a word on it. Sometimes it's like, if you can see it, probably not. This one says Applejack on it. This one says Flick on it because I want to draw Flick from Animal Crossing. It's a very cute bug character. This one was Borky, Dice, Nova, and I, because I was trying to do like a happiness theme, and my happiness is my friends. This one is Lusterdon from the last episode of MLP, and she's sunbathing. This one's Luna and Luna, one from Hell of a Boss, the other one from Princess Luna. Oh, you remember? Nice. This one's Female Lombax from the new Ratchet & Clank game. Still need to fix that. Here's a deer. Somebody requested me. This one was another request. This was pretty much Button Mass Adventures in Minecraft. Ralsei. This one's actually complete. Selby and Jirachi for the Twitter meme. Loopy's OC and Snoops. This is a whole bunch of stuff that I was working on. Garf on Twitter. Hello. Here's also Wishy in Arizona doing the thigh choke thing. I still need to finish that. I'm not even close to done with that yet. This was my failure one. There's Wishy Washy as a genie. Belly dancing. Same person's Yoshi character. Just a whole bunch of stuff. This one's still quite not done yet. Yeah, Wishy Washy. Nope. They're an awesome person. Heroes Bitrate, I definitely never finished that. I got bored with it. It was supposed to be like Animal Crossing related. Ruby's Rouge character, still there. Rouge Tails, never finished. Here's Spawn. Mega Man X for the 6 Fan Arts Challenge. This one's Deeves and Derpy. This one's Bellcat getting pets. This is Hot Moon's character. Derpy and Emberfrost, that's Ponyville Rangers character. Kamba, that's Cop's Zebra. So this is the other Zebra I was trying to work on. But Cop and I barely ever talk anymore, so it's kind of hard to, you know, get in contact with him without giving him gift art and stuff, unless I just kind of put in the Discord and be like, hey, here's a gift. Tails and Rouge with both of Rouge's outfits on each other. This was a kneeling pose test. Another Derpy Emberfrost. Delta V and Apogee from, you know, Shinoda's characters. Dio Brando, because I wanted to, because I was getting addicted to JoJo. One of my own characters. And Divine Ember and Ghost Pepper. That's everything in my sketchbook. So yeah. There's a lot more I want to draw, and there's a bunch that I haven't really finished, so who knows. And of course I have other sketchbooks. Yeah, thanks CJ. But yeah, I'll leave you guys to it. Go ahead and try and raise somebody. Thank you everyone so much for watching. I'll see you later. Follow me on all of my social media platforms if you'd like. I got about 8 that I stream to now, I think. It should be. This one doesn't count Pixel anymore, so it says 5 on here, but I also got Pixel, Picardo, and no, yeah, I think that's it. So 7 though. Yeah, I'm leaving. Sorry, I gotta get sleep. You know, I'm tired. But yeah, definitely follow some other people's. You know, there's more people out there that stream for you. You know, it's the matter of finding them, and I will show you the way. Maybe. Mr. Mako is actually streaming VR chat. They have a cute, like, Kato character that they play. They're like rainbowy and stuff. It's really adorable. So I think I will go show them the support. Yeah. Hope you enjoyed though. I very much appreciate everyone for stopping by. Hope you enjoyed again. Tomorrow is probably going to be Black Desert Online, some other RPGs. I think we have to get back to PSO2 Monster Hunter, mostly PSO2 because PSO2's huge expansion was revealed, so definitely gotta get some hype for that or something. I don't know yet. I was thinking about getting the Witcher series too. Don't know yet, so don't hold me to it. But, yeah. Mr. Mako Live, rating in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Have a good night and cut off prevention. Peace, y'all.